I would, like... Well, first off, like, anything else we want to say about, like, our weeks or whatever?
Not really.
Yeah, this is gonna, like, go by so fast, I imagine, unless we pad it out with nonsense. Cause, like, this is, like, a 30-minute, like, movie special. And I tried to look up information on, like, like, production details and stuff, and I got nothing. So, like, the actual film is probably gonna just be over, like, so fast, though.
Yeah, we're basically covering an episode of the anime.
Yeah, basically. And it's, like, not a very eventful episode at that.
Most of it's fighting.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, it's really good-looking fighting, but yeah.
Yeah, it's. I really think we should have done this with the last two episodes of 02.
Honestly, we probably should have. But I mean, we had, like, quite a bit to say about that finale, so I think that works out.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, I got to, like, the last few episodes of Evangelion, finally.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I think I completely understand why it has, like, such a weird reception now. Cause, like, going in, there's this weird thing where it's like, like, there's kind of this divide where, some people are like, oh, it's like, one of the greatest mecha things ever, and, like, our people are like, oh, was this pretentious garbage? And, like, it feels like the answer of why that's a thing just straight up comes down to, like, it's just a point where, like, they run out of, like, time and or money. And they're like, okay, well, we can't do robot action anymore. We don't have the budget for it. It's like, suddenly, all these weird, like, themes and stuff that are just sort of in the background just have to be, like, the center attraction to the whole thing, like, at the very end of it. So it's like, okay, well, if you're, like, just in for, like, the robots, then, like, normally, you'd have, like, robot action that's, like, well, quote-unquote robot action, whatever, you know the idea. But it's like, yeah, you'd have, like, stuff to kind of, like, make the, like, crazy, like, metaphorical stuff more palatable. But it's like, they can't do that because they ran out of resources. So it's like, it just goes on for, like, I want to say, like, around 20 episodes is, like, a pretty solid, like, fairly normal feeling, like, mecha show. And, like, at the very end, it's like, okay, well, do you care about, like, Shinji's, like, mother complex? If no, then things are gonna get real bad for you. And it's like, I feel like, there's a specific point where it's like, oh yeah, this is probably where they blew most of the budget. It's like a very specific episode where for some reason they want, like, Shinji and Asuka or whatever it is to, like, do, like, a perfectly coordinated, like, high profile dance number in the robots to fight an enemy. Where they do, like, just twin upside down spinning, like, pirouettes in the robots into, like, yeah, like, into, like, a big, crazy, super high animation dive kick. And it's like, okay, that's where the money went. And that's...
From what I remember, I think I saw that one. Isn't it because they have, like, there's two angels and they have to kill them both at the same exact time, or they revive each other or something?
Yeah, they're, like, merging into each other and stuff, so they have to, like, fight them both at once. And that somehow leads to, like, a super, like, like, expensively animated full-on dance number set to music. And it's like, okay, this doesn't make sense, and it's probably where the budget went.
Maybe.
It's like, cause these like the models for like mecha have like always been really complicated, so you can't really do crap like that, or like you're just gonna run out of funding and like time and stuff, cause there's so much you have to do with it. So yeah, like I feel like that's making a lot more sense now. And yeah, I guess I'll like probably finish up by like next week, and I'll see where the crap I'm at by then. Cause yeah, like I got to the elevator scene, and then there are like other scenes that were like it. I like mentioned on Discord, like there's just a scene where it's just like, oh yeah, characters are just like standing around in an elevator. And it's like almost a full minute of them just standing still, not moving, is like, like the hum of the elevators just in the background. And it's like there's no dialogue, they're just sitting there awkwardly. And it's like, oh my gosh. This show has like nothing left in like the animation department. Like there's no way. Yeah, like something will probably be like more interesting is that like I finished Overlord season 2.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. And it's like this is like a weird thing because it doesn't really show up much in season 1, but it's like I definitely get the impression it's like, oh yeah, Overlord's, of course, like based off of light novels or whatever. And it's like, you get that hard feeling of like, you can feel where the books end and like where the new one begins. So it's like, okay, so each season from now on is probably gonna be like, 2 arcs and they're gonna be like completely different feeling stories. Got it. And it's like, I feel like, they're doing something that's, like, really smart that I kind of wish our isekai would do, which is that, like, your overpowered main character shouldn't be, like, the focus, like, at all times. Like, Ainz just sort of becomes, like, the punctuation at, like, the end of the arc, basically, or, like, like, halfway through, essentially. So it's like, both the, like, arcs that are, like, in the second season, it's like, oh yeah, the conflict is introduced, and you, like, see, like, his generals kind of, like, dealing with it, and, them having their, like, kind of smaller scaled, like, adventures and stuff. And it's like, alright, near the end is, like, that's the point where Ainz actually shows up, and he's like, okay, I'm just gonna do my stuff. And it's like, alright, yeah, that's awesome. Like, that's exactly what I feel like it should be.
As long as he's not doing the Superman thing where he just comes in to solve the problem because nobody else can handle it.
No, that's not what it is at all.
So I remember, it was one of the, I think it was an Avengers Marvel, what's the DC superhero group?
The Justice League.
The Justice League, that's it. It's like the dawn of the Justice League or whatever the crap. And like nobody can beat the final big bad guy. But then Superman's here and Superman wins because Superman wins.
Yeah, the Justice League movie plot is literally like we have to bring back Superman because no one else can beat the final boss.
Yeah, and it's just, oh, okay. Superman's here, so all the tension is absolutely gone. Like, he shows up and then he curb stomps the bad guy, and it's like, alright.
Like, at least they do have that one really cool scene where, like, the Flash starts, like, running around Superman and, like, super fast, like, slowed down time. And you see, like, in the Flash's, like, slowed down perspective as, like, he's running, like, Superman's eyes just, like, follow him, and he's like, oh, shit.
Yeah, that's pretty good. And the Flash, it's like, oh, God. Okay, he can keep up with me. It's terrifying. Because Superman is terrifying.
Yeah. And there's been like a lot of comics that explore that.
Yeah, I mean, if anyone's familiar with Best Friends, maybe, or well, yeah, they would still be best friends when it was talked about most.
Yeah.
Pat, I kind of share the same sentiment that Pat does, and it's that like Superman could be cool, but like I don't know. There's too many instances where like one little thing happens to him and he snaps and goes evil.
Yeah. Because that's like the only interesting place you can really take Superman, isn't it? Like,
Yeah,
what if he becomes the threat?
yeah. So I love One Punch Man, so
Yeah.
it's gonna seem like I'm contradicting myself here, but the super invincible hero that cannot be beaten, it's kind of boring.
Yeah.
The
Like,
super invincible can't be beaten villain is way more interesting.
yeah. Like, that's the thing about One Punch Man, because, like, One Punch Man is, like, that's the joke, right?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
Saitama, while stupidly, hilariously invincible and overpowered, is usually not the focus of the episode.
Yeah, and that's, like, what keeps the action, like, feeling entertaining. That it's, like, the other characters are, like, doing things.
Yeah, it kind of goes with the Overlord thing you were talking about, where
Yeah.
everything's not focused on the super overpowered character. He's there, and there's always the thought in the back of your head that like, well, there's no like the main character can't be hurt, but like so the Deep Sea King episode of One Punch Man where Moomin Rider shows up and he's basically just a guy on a bike.
Yeah.
Like Moomin Rider has no powers, but he stands up to what is the Deep Sea King classified? Is he like a god tier threat?
No, he's, like, Dragon, I think.
It's still okay, so it's
Yeah.
still really, really powerful. Like,
Yeah, dragon level monsters are, like, the types of things that, like, S-class heroes struggle against.
yeah. So like all the other heroes are fighting the Deep Sea King, and nobody can beat him. Genos is like tearing his body apart trying to fight this guy, and
Yeah.
he's absolutely no match for him. And then Moomin Rider shows up. And Moomin Rider, like I said, has absolutely no powers whatsoever. And it's like Saitama's not here. Because Saitama is like always late.
Yeah.
It's really unfortunate for the other heroes. And like the only reason Moomin Rider doesn't die is because the Deep Sea King just, doesn't feel like killing him in one hit.
Man. It's like Saitama being late is like his one weakness, and it's also King's greatest strength.
But so yeah, like Moomin Rider knows what he's up against, and he tries to fight the Deep Sea King
Yeah.
anyways, and it's awesome.
Yeah, because you care for this guy trying to, like, overcome this great challenge and stuff.
Yeah. So you know that Saitama's gonna show up and like kill the Deep Sea King anyways, but the side characters are in danger. They're in real danger.
So it's like, I know I'm probably not gonna get you to read the manga, and like season 2's kind of not great, like in animation and stuff.
I mean, I'll probably just watch season 2.
Yeah. But that's what I mentioned, it's like, they kind of turned that concept into, like, a character, and he's a villain, and it's great.
The concept of,
like, the underpowered, like, underdog trying to, like, fight the impossible odds on their own.
Oh, okay. That sounds interesting.
Yeah. Is like their whole deal is they're like they always feel bad for the monsters for getting like ganged up on, and they're like, oh man, I wish the monsters would win, so like they train to become the monster. And like heroes keep ganging up on them. Oh, it's so good. It's like such a good like inversion. I love it. You know, you just see him like just become more and more powerful with like each fight as he goes to like face like stronger foes, and he gets wrecked and keeps coming back. Man, Garo's the effing best.
So yeah, tying back to the Superman thing, it's like, yeah, the other heroes are in danger, but they all can kind of keep up with the villain.
Yeah.
So you're never really worried about them. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Again, I probably sound like a huge hypocrite with this.
I think you're making a good point, you know? Because it's like, you want to see, like, the art characters actually get their moment, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, it sucks when it's like, oh yeah, there's just one guy who's doing, like, all the heavy lifting, and that's, like, all you've got, you know? You're like, I see what Rock Lee's doing, right? Like, I see Neji fight a dude.
Yeah. Like, the Moomin Rider thing, like, Saitama, of course, comes in and he one-shots the Deep Sea King.
Yeah.
And then like, everybody's all happy for Moomin Rider and everything. And then this snot-nosed kid speaks up and he's like, Moomin Rider didn't do anything. The other guy who showed up and killed the monster. Why do you care about Moomin Rider? And then, so Saitama is like,
Yeah,
not caring about his own reputation. He starts yelling, haha, he weakened it so much I was able to take it down in one hit.
Yeah,
all the glory is mine.
He makes himself the villain to, like, save Moomin Rider's, like, reputation, and that's interesting.
Yeah. Like, Saitama's a great guy.
Man. Like, you really need to check out Season 2 at some point, because, like, they just introduce a Hercule, and it's great. It's probably, like, the best Hercule. Just the guy who's just, like, is super, like, lucky, and he just, you know, happens to be in the right place at the right time for Saitama to, like, destroy a thing. And everyone's like, you know, just sees the carnage in the aftermath, and they're just like, oh, this guy must have done, he's, like, super powerful. Oh, man, this dude's the best. And he's like, yeah, sure, I did it.
Super luck is a legit power.
Yeah.
I don't think this guy has the kind of luck I'm thinking of, but like luck is a great superpower. I love it.
It's the type of luck where you just stooge through life and things just kind of work out, but you're like terrified the entire time.
Yeah. All I really know about Season 2 is that I think Tatsumaki gets a lot more screen time.
Yeah. Tatsumaki juices a dude.
Nice. Telekinesis is like my favorite superpower, so Tatsumaki getting more screen time is great.
She's literally like, hey, you wanna know why they call me the terrible tornado? And she just twists someone into, like, non-existence. And everyone around her's just staring, just like, holy shit, that's, like, why? It's such overkill.
Telekinesis is a fantastic power. It's part of the reason I freaking love Mob Psycho 100.
Like, just right on the friggin' manga, like, Tatsumaki's having, like, just a big telekinesis battle with the final boss, and it's great. It's so good. Like, she literally just saves, like, everyone in, like, the effing, like, assault at the same time, and she's like, alright, yeah, just get the heck out of my way, just shoots them off.
Yeah. Freaking telekinesis has so many uses, it's insane. It's like, what about the power of flight? You can lift yourself with telekinesis.
Yeah, Hinamatsuri. Man, I get so off track, but it's like there's just a scene in Hamamatsu where like one of the characters is psychic and they just like lift a dude for like a stunt. And they're like, oh my god, I could fly. And he's like, oh, this is sick. I need them to like do this to me more. I'd have like the sickest concerts ever with this.
Sounds like a good use of the power.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like I said, it's just a generally useful power. You can do like really extraordinary things to just really mundane things.
Yeah. So it just encompasses so much, you know? But yeah, like, getting back to Overlord, but it's like, they definitely do the thing where it's like, okay, let's just focus on, like, the smaller characters and, like, what they're dealing with.
Yeah. I feel like I don't know, I haven't seen season 2 yet, but I get the feeling that it kind of isn't the same exact feeling as, like, One Punch Man, because all the generals seem fairly capable.
Yeah. Well, Vantress, like, they have the Balmaids, right?
Sure.
Yeah, and they're like, below the generals. So it's like, alright, we have like those, and we have like, like normal adventurers who also get some focus. So it's like, okay, like effing like Insect Maid can, do some nice stuff, and it's like, okay, how's this go down? And you kind of tilt the camera over to another scene, and it's like, okay, what's Climb doing? Like, what's this random punk kid with a sword going to do against this, like, random effing, like, criminal guy? And it's like, okay, yeah, I'm into this. Like, I don't know, there's, like, a weird feeling comes with it, where it's like, okay, like, we obviously, we have the very top of the scale with, like, the main character and stuff. As the series goes on, it's like, okay, like, what's, like, life like for all the people below him, What's, like, the average dude dealing with in this world? And, like, how's, like, the random, like, lizard man tribe? Like, how do they deal with, like, Ainz's forces coming after them? And, like, has that go down? And it's like, alright, yeah, I'm into it. So yeah, like, is there anything else we want to kind of, like, add to that?
Not really.
Yeah, alright. A thing.
Apparently we're getting, I just pulled up Twitter, apparently we're getting a proper 6th season of Teen Titans.
Oh, they finally did it!
Coming fall 2020.
Yes. Holy crap.
I don't have Cartoon Network, so I'll have to find some way to steal it.
Oh, that's a shame. Yeah, because, like, there's a thing, like, just so long ago when the Teen Titans Go movie came out that was like, oh yeah, if this film gets popular, then, we're gonna, like, continue the original series.
I mean, I feel like they had plans anyways, because the in-credits stinger was a teaser for Teen Titans coming back.
Yeah. But yeah, like, I remember that being, like, a thing from, like, one of the directors or something. It was like, okay, if the Go movie, like, makes money, then we're gonna make a new Teen Titans, basically.
Okay. I will say, I don't know anything about that movie. It probably sucks. I've seen the one scene where they have to fix the past or the future screwed, time travel thing. And it's like Raven hands Batman, Bruce Wayne's mother, some pearls, like shoves her into an alley, and you just hear gunshots, and it's like...
Yeah, they're all like thumbsing each other up and stuff.
Yeah, that's like the one scene that I've actually seen from that movie, and that's hilarious.
Yeah. Apparently it's like the Go movie's like made by different people, which is why it's actually good, like according to people who've seen it.
Oh, okay. There's also a scene right at the end where Robin yells at the kids to ask their parents where babies come from.
Oh, that's amazing.
Like, I think it cuts him off on the last word, but it cuts him off on the last word, goes to credits, but...
Oh, that's so good.
It's like, oh man, that's messed up.
I love it. Oh man. But yeah, like, check out the One Punch Man manga. It looks effing incredible. Holy crap. Murata is a madman.
Oh, is it like a redraw or something?
Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say, what are you talking about? Isn't one a terrible artist?
Yeah, like, there's the original comic and there's the redraw, which looks like one of the best effing things in Jump straight up.
Oh, amazing. Not that he would hear this, but hey, no offense to one. Like, he draws better than I can.
Yeah. Like, it's easy to kind of make fun of one's artwork because it's really crude, but it's like, like we've seen with, like, Mob Psycho, like, if you animate it right, it works so well.
Oh yeah. Put into animation, you just keep the style, it really works somehow.
Yeah.
Mob Psycho 100 looks amazing.
It looks so good.
Especially when the effects team obviously went all out with the effects of like attacks and stuff.
Yeah. And like the effing redraw, like the redraw feels like it's in the other direction where it's like Mob Psycho's just like, it's really loose and just, going crazy with things. And the redraw is just like, okay, I'm just gonna draw like this person as the most like inanimate, anatomically accurate, just like hyper detailed, like, like fleshed out effing like fully lighted thing ever. And it looks insane.
I'm sure it looks good. It probably doesn't look nearly as good as like I guess we're talking about manga, right?
Yeah, about the manga.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. I was gonna say because like with anime, like the psychedelic vibe is way more interesting.
Like every time there's like a glow effect or like like someone's just doing a dramatic pose or something, like there's like a big action moment. It's like you're just looking, I'm just like staring at the page for like a minute, just how do you even, right?
Yeah. The anime kind of gets serious looking every now and then. Usually it's when Mob loses control. Like when he goes in the question mark %, the art style usually gets really dark and heavy and like scary looking, and it's like, I love this.
Oh man.
This isn't supposed to be a good thing, but man, this is rad.
Yeah. Is there any like other tangents we can go on?
Watch the first couple of episodes of BNA.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
It's Trigger. The art style looks good.
Yeah.
I don't have but it's only been the first couple of episodes. So I don't really have much to say. The wolf guy's rad as heck.
Man, I feel like even when Trigger's like doing a bad show, it still looks incredible.
Yeah, their artists kill it.
Yeah. Like, even like Darling in the Franxx, like the posing and like, like the animation and stuff was like the best part of that entire show.
Yeah. There's a fight scene between the wolf guy and like, I think he's like a fox or something. It's like a fox, a deer, and a lion.
Huh.
And like while he's fighting and like he's stupid fast and they can't keep up with him and he's just slamming these guys. Like the art's like all the color drains out of the scene and it's all like it's mostly black, but then you get like highlights of red and blue like around, and it looks really cool.
Yeah, that sounds really neat. Holy crap.
The lion pulls his claws out and he like hulks out to like this gigantic size.
He just Gamagories it.
Pretty much.
Man.
And, I don't know how many action scenes are going to be in the show, but from what I've seen, they're going to be cool whenever they happen.
Yeah. Just slightly off topic, I love that Gamagori's canonical size is just bigger than you, and he's always just the biggest thing on the screen.
Yeah, of course.
Just it's consistently.
It's like one of the best gags in Kill la Kill. Gamagori is is like a giant among men, regardless of how big you are.
Yeah. Like, there's no consistency. He'll just, like, change between shots just to make sure he's bigger.
Yeah. It's like most people be like, oh, he's off model or whatever, but it's like, dude.
Yeah, it's great.
It's the entire gag. And
man.
like there's the scene where Ryuko's fighting Nui, and like I think it's Ryuko's fighting her, and Nui like turns into paper and starts spinning away.
Yeah, like all the stuff with Nui is just so cool.
Yeah, it's really weird, and it's like, oh, that's stupid. That looks low budget and like bad or whatever. But it's like, no, Nui's like a Looney Tunes character. Nui defies the laws of reality.
Yeah, she's literally like standing on the effing, like, you know, like floating words and like subtitles and stuff.
Yeah. Anytime the characters interact with like the words that pop up on the screen, it's fantastic.
So yeah, like the only thing I know about Brave New Animal, just kind of rolling its back a little bit. The only thing I know is apparently they're like people who turn into animals.
It's brand new animal, not brave new animal.
Yeah, sorry.
It's fine. Yeah, apparently that's not actually as big of a deal as I thought it was. Like you see the mayor of the city like transforming in and out of like animal form or whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh man, she's working with the humans or something. But no, it's actually being an animal form is actually weirder in the animal city.
Huh.
Like usually people are going around in their human forms.
Yeah, alright, makes sense, I guess.
Yeah. Also, beastmen are not very welcome on the mainland. Like, Michiru is like riding on top of a bus and looking at her phone, and then all of a sudden a crossbow bolt flies out of nowhere and like destroys her phone. And there's this like a bunch of people on bikes and in a car, and they've got like a lead pipe and a crossbow, and
Wait,
like,
what?
they're trying to kill her.
Wait, it's just like effing crossbowing bikists.
Yes.
The crap. You know, this
Like,
does sound like Trigger. I'm not sure why I'm surprised.
yeah, and when they finally catch her, they're just like, all right, we're gonna kill you now. And it's like, holy crap.
Jeez. Like, I know some people don't like furries, but this is ridiculous.
So, yeah, so the Beastmen are, Beastmen shouldn't live on the mainland, very clearly.
Man. I'll have to, like, check out, because, like, I'm curious, like, what the show's actually going to be about.
Right now, it just seems to be, humans don't like Beastmen.
Yeah, fair enough.
Like, to the, like, one of the Fox guy, I don't know what he was, the Fox guy is being chased down by the wolf guy because he set a bomb on a big TV screen in like a big festival area and tried to just drop it on the whole thing. And it's because he was paid by humans to do it.
Huh. Alright, interesting.
Yeah, so the message seems to be racism/sexism.
Wait, /sexism? Wait, what?
That's more of a. I don't know much about that yet. That's more of a episode 2 thing.
Huh.
One of the characters, is talking to Michiru, and she's like, "Oh yeah, I live here for a while and see what it's like to be a woman in this city. Then talk to me later." And it's like, "Oh, okay, so we're doing something with that."
Interesting.
Yeah, but that's that's as far as that
seems to have gone.
Yeah, probably get more in episode 3, but 3 and on.
All right, I'm curious.
It seems like it might be pretty good. If nothing else, the animation's really nice.
Man, I'll have to check it out, like, either before or after I finish Ava, because, like, yeah, I definitely want to get around to that.
Yeah. And I've kind of figured something out about myself, and it's
Wait,
I've got a
what?
huge.
Whoa!
Talk.
Because we're talking about the furry show.
Okay, well, calm yourself. It has nothing to do with that.
Sorry, I just had to.
I've got a huge backlog of anime saved on Crunchyroll that it's all subbed and everything. But I've gone and watched, and you're probably gonna make the joke again. Beastars, and now and I'm starting to watch this, and they're both dubbed.
Yeah.
So what I've found out is that apparently, or what I've learned is that I don't want to have to sit there and read, and I'd rather just sit back and take it easy and like watch the dubbed version.
Yeah.
Really, which is the reason I haven't got around to a lot of things I need. I've got on my backlog.
Yeah. Makes sense. Sorry, I just had to go there, right? Because we're like, oh yeah, Brave New Animals. Like, oh yeah, there's something I figured out about myself.
I mean, you didn't have to go there.
I can't. It's too good. Alright. I'm sorry, it's fine. Oh, man.
Michiru's cute, whatever.
Yeah, she seems pretty good. I imagine there's probably already fan art.
Probably. The show's been out for months.
Yeah.
It's just only now getting to Netflix. Or American Netflix.
Yeah.
Netflix is the worst.
Yeah.
Here I am watching it on Netflix.
Because it's like, yeah, effing Netflix jail is so real.
Yeah, it's stupid.
Like, Dorohedro or whatever it's called finally came out, and I, like, almost didn't notice because the discussion stopped. And it's like, everyone was like, just months away from the finale.
Everybody watched it already.
Yeah. Everyone already memed that girl in the shark outfit.
I got nothing. I don't know anything about that show.
All I know is just some out of context like scenes where it's like, it seems like the vibe they're going for is like, like this world is crazy and there's always like really crazy looking like characters going around who are just insane. And they also have these weirdly grounded moments where it's like, there's a mob boss. I think it's like his head was like a weird skeleton face or something crazy like that. And he's just like, oh yeah, like, don't kill the guy's puppy. We gotta take care of that dog and give him a home. They like, just whack the dog's owner and just take the dog in and he just keeps it as a pet. And just like weird stuff like that. And it's like, okay, yeah, I see why people are into this. I feel like, I've got it. Just like super gritty, just world of like hyper violence, just meshed with like, people just being like, oh yeah, I just like dogs,
Okay. Have you seen anything about Deadly Premonition 2?
Not yet.
The frame rate is awful.
Oh my god.
It is bananas how terrible it is.
Oh no.
I'm probably gonna buy it anyways. Eventually, I don't know when. I kind of want to play. I know how Deadly Premonition 1 ends and everything, but I want to play through it. I don't have money. I probably don't have the money to get it this month, anyways.
I know like nothing about Deadly Premonition outside of that weird Tom and Jerry speech.
Yeah, that's like the very beginning of the game, so you're pretty much blind on the whole thing.
Yeah.
I need to get recording software so we can stream it.
Man, that'd be fun.
I guess we could just do the PS2 version, but like the Switch version is like upscaled and everything and looks nicer.
Yeah, that's true.
I'll have to figure something out.
Uh, Actually, I do have like Gao capture card.
And you know how it works and everything. So
Yeah, so like we may have to like install it on your computer, and that might take some time and stuff. But like, I'm pretty sure it can like just connect into the Switch and like get footage.
If you come over this Friday, bring it with you. We'll see what so I can look into it.
Yeah, we can like see what we can figure out with that.
Yeah, so you'll have to take it home with you because you probably got console games you're streaming, right?
Yeah. I'm like probably gonna like try to do like Sonic 06 or something.
Ew.
Cause like I want to play like a run where I just learn all the glitches and just go nuts with it.
Just do the one that skips you to the credits immediately and then stop playing.
Oh yeah, like I'm definitely gonna learn that one. That's like at the top of my list, right next to Silver launching you into space.
Yeah, huh. Like when you fight him in the boss fight.
Yeah, like there's a way to get Silver to like launch you like out of bounds, and it like destroys like the boundaries of the area. And if you give him to launch you up, you just fly up infinitely, and you just fly into space.
Sick.
And you just like you just go forever.
The only bug I really know of is actually I know of a few.
Yeah,
there's the end credits one, the one where if you do a weird input combination with Knuckles, he flies into the ceiling and just doesn't stop.
Yeah.
and this one where you playing as Sonic, you get on a box. I think it's Sonic. Yeah, it's Sonic.
Oh, I know this one.
Yeah, you stand on a box and you do like this kick move, and you just start floating.
Yeah, it just starts moving upwards, and you just keep going forever.
Also, Omega can basically infinitely fly if you just mash the hover button.
Man, there's some nutty crap, because like there's the Egg Dragoon skip too, where you just like yeah you jump on the horn in a way that you like you clip off of it, and they just flies out of bounds and despawns, so you win the fight.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah, like probably the most useful one I know is that it's like in the effing Silver ball puzzle. It's like the room where it's like you have the billiard balls and you only hit them like a set number of times. There's like a crate near the exit, and if you like just stand on the crate and you lift it, then you can just clip through the door and you don't have to mess with the balls. You can just not do the ball puzzle.
See, I borrowed Sonic 06 from you at one point, and I was trying to play through the whole thing, and I got to that point, and that's when I quit.
Yeah, just screw that ball puzzle.
It's awful. It's like the worst thing ever.
Yeah, it's so bad. Oh man,
you're gonna have to I know that we're like basically padding up the time of the podcast, but
yeah, we kind of should get talking about Digimon.
But what I was gonna say is like when you go to upload this, you should probably set the video into two segments. One is like all this talk, and then the other part would be the actual Digimon thing. By the way, apparently there's a way in YouTube where you can the timeline bar at the bottom.
Yeah.
You can cut it into segments now.
Wait, what does that do?
So you cut it into segments, and then you can label each segment.
So like people could just mouse over things and just see where the actual episode talk starts.
Yes.
Holy crap, that's amazing. I'll have to try that out.
Yeah, I don't know how it works. I've never done it. I'm looking at my Super Mario Sunshine thing. Let's see if there's a option for it.
Yeah, if that's the that's so useful.
Options? Yeah, how do you do this? Yeah, it's a really neat feature that they added.
Yeah. Alternatively, I could just write down when we get to the actual episode and just timestamp it. Just leave a comment or something.
Yeah, but this is a really nice way. So, like, you have to cut up like our Digimon streams to like our tangents and everything.
Yeah. Oh
You don't
yeah.
you don't have to do that anymore.
Oh my god, we could just do it.
In screen cards.
Holy crap,
Yeah.
that's
Oh,
so useful.
editor? It might be under editor.
Okay, yeah. I have to like look into that.
Yeah. How to do segments or whatever.
Hopefully they don't just get rid of it like they did, annotations.
Yeah, that would suck.
Yeah.
Oh wow, how is this editor on YouTube any good? I've never looked at this.
Wait, what?
There's like a built-in editor on YouTube.
Yeah, I looked at a little bit, but it's like, cause I already have software. It's like, I don't really need this.
It's probably really basic, but I mean,
Yeah, I'd imagine.
oh, I can zoom in on. Oh, I can zoom in second by second. Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty standard, I feel like.
Yeah,
You
I
just
just
go
don't
in
know.
frame by frame.
Yeah, just add blur.
Would. Why?
Oh, for like censorship.
Oh!
Blur faces of people who appear in your video. Choose areas to blur and track in your video.
So I
So you
could.
can just
Yeah.
if like a real life person shows up in a video and it's not something you should be recording.
Alright,
Or
that's
like
actually interesting.
pretty neat, yeah.
Man. See, I should probably mention, like. I thought I mentioned a little bit. I was looking into, like, a rumor I heard. So it's like, I heard, like, from someone on the Discord, just this very specific rumor. It's like, oh yeah, like, Digimon Adventure was written by this guy who, like, left because he didn't want the series to be continued. And that's why O2 was bad.
Huh.
So that's the rumor I heard. And then I went to investigate. And I was hoping it's like, oh yeah, y'all like find something to back this up, and yeah, it's going. This is a neat thing to talk about. Turns out that doesn't seem to be true, like at all, really. So it seems like it's like how are there? It's like one, two, three, four. Yeah, it's like about 4 writers that like wrote for Adventure,
Mm-hmm.
and like one of the 4 did leave. But, like, that still leaves the other 3, so it's like, I don't think that really accounts for much at all,
They're doing the Toriyama wanted to end Dragon Ball at the Dragon Ball Z at the Frieza saga or whatever thing.
Yeah. Why did...
Although I think that might actually be true.
Yeah. Yeah, that one might actually be true. But yeah, like... What I did find is that, like, 2 of the writers did leave after Adventure 2, though.
Mm.
Oh, wait, no, it's just 1. Never mind. Yeah, sorry, I'm just looking at my own notes and misreading. Alright, yeah. 1 left after Adventure 2, and, like, everyone else just sort of continued on to Tamers. So it's like 2 of the original cast did go on to Tamers, and everyone else was, like, Adventure and Adventure 2.
Hate to say it, but I guess that guy didn't matter too much because Tamers is amazing.
Yeah. I also found out that, like, effing one of the writers, like, Riko Yoshida, yeah, she was, like, the one who, like... So apparently, like, how Digimon became a series in the first place is they made, like, the Digimon Adventure special, like, the prequel.
Mm-hmm.
That's sort of, like, originally envisioned as, like, its own thing, and then during productions, they decided to make it a series. So that's why they had, like, all the original kids just show up at the end. So yeah, Riko Yoshida's the person who, like, created that, basically, as, like, the head, like, scriptwriter and stuff, it seems.
Neat.
And she also worked on Tokyo Mew Mew, as in, like, she made the manga. She's a mangaka.
Okay. Well, yeah. Most anime writers probably has some history with manga.
So yeah, like one of the original creators of Digimon, like probably like one of the founding writers, you could probably say, like in like the most like literal sense possible, also made Tokyo Mew Mew.
I mean, what is a Digimon evolution but a monster version of a magical girl transformation?
Yeah, like what really is it other than that? But yeah, this I don't know if this is like a bad thing or not, but this kind of makes me interested in Tokyo Mew Mew. I'm curious now.
All I know is that it ran as a localized version on like Fox or something.
Yeah, on like Fox. Yeah, it was Fox. Yeah,
I think it was called Mew Mew Power.
I something like that. I do remember seeing a bit of it as a kid and just being like, "Oh, this is for girls," and blah.
Yeah, pretty much. Now,
So I don't
now,
know if it's good or not.
okay, looking up Mew Mew Power brought up Tokyo Mew Mew, so yeah, that's what it was called.
Yeah. She also wrote The Cat Returns, which is like a Ghibli film.
It's pretty neat. It's a weird
Yeah.
continuation of Whisper of the Heart, but whatever.
Oh, The Cat Returns is or Tokyo Mew Mew?
Cat Returns.
Okay, yeah. Huh,
Cat,
interesting.
Cat Returns is a weirdly fantastical continuation of the totally not fantastical Whisper of the Heart.
Huh.
So it's kind of weird.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. It's a pretty good movie though.
Oh yeah, it turns out she also like did the script for Dragon Ball, so I don't know how much that really counts for because it was like originally a manga, but she is somehow involved in that.
Thought like I know Toriyama isn't much of a writer, but I thought he did write Dragon Ball.
Oh, he did. She just like scripted the actual episodes.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, like there's a touch there, but it's like, it's not like, like too direct, I'd imagine. Like she probably like wrote some filler or something, yeah. Like, yeah, pretty much.
It's funny. As a kid, I avoided stuff like Sailor Moon and like Tokyo Mew Mew and whatever. And now Madoka Magica and all and like its spin-offs is like one of my favorite things.
Yeah. As a kid, you hate the cartoon aesthetic, and then you grow up and you're just like, oh man, Paper Mario's the shit.
I mean, I always loved Paper Mario.
Yeah. For example, it'd probably be like Wind Waker or something, honestly.
I also always loved Wind Waker, but I know you're not talking about me specifically.
Yeah.
All the people who saw Wind Waker when it came out, and they're like, "Oh, the art style's bad. I hate it." And then like, Wind Waker is one of people's favorite Legend of Zelda games.
Yeah, it's like one of those celebrated titles ever.
Yeah, shocker. Wind Waker's really good.
Yeah.
I'm glad I realized that even as a kid.
Man, like, this is like a while back, but there's like some point where it's like, like someone brought their kid over or something, and I was like, oh yeah, I'll like show them like the All Might scene from My Hero Academia. Cause like, it's just really cool and I just want to like, share this with like the next generation. And they looked at Shigaraki and they're just like, I don't like this is goofy. And they refused to watch it.
Yeah, don't. So here's the thing. Like, as much as I would love for the next generation to not like bad things, they're gonna be into like the Fortnites and the bad stuff.
Yeah.
These whippersnappers these days.
These snapper whippers.
I'm sure that the way we're talking, or like I'm talking, is exactly what the previous generation thinks of us. Which,
oh man, yeah.
But it's like, but like the good things though, Fortnite's dumb.
At what point will we officially become boomers?
I'm approaching 30 next year. Kill me.
Man, I feel like it's gonna be the point where it's like we see the new anime or something that people like, and we're just like, no, but Astro Boy.
So, It's like everybody who's like, oh, I'm not the kids these days, they don't know what's good type. And it's like, I've played good quality games, and then I tried Fortnite once, and it's not good. But I just sound like an old man who's not with the times for saying that, and I
So,
hate it.
so a lot of it probably is. A
What?
lot of it's probably like it's one of the few shooters that like actively like had bots in the battle royales who couldn't play for crap. So like you could actually get kills and enjoy the game.
TF2 has bots. TF2 is a better game than Fortnite.
Yeah. And like they took out the bots and everyone started complaining super hard because the game suddenly got like actually difficult.
Yeah. Like, where's the fun in going to shoot somebody and then all of a sudden they turn into a giant wall?
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's like, oh, okay. Well, now they have the high ground that I'm just probably gonna lose.
Because they just get headshots on just jeez. Like I'm just like such a boomer, but it's like I watched gameplay of like, high like competitive Fortnite stuff because I was curious. And it looks so like bad to play. Cause like everyone's just, like they're just building these giant towers and they're just like jumping off onto like platforms on nothing and crap. And it's just like, but where the crap even is everyone? I can't tell, like, just this looks bad.
Yeah. I haven't watched much footage of it, but I think I would, like, if I was to get into a battle royale, and God help me, yeah, if I was to get into a battle royale, it would probably be something like Apex Legends, where there's like a set environment, and you have like the mobility, like you just run around
Yeah.
the world and you fight. There's no like building.
Yeah. Because it's like a
Forza,
more pure experience, right?
yeah,
Yeah, like gets to the meat of things.
yeah. You have your characters and they have their abilities, and you fight in a battle royale thing, and the most skilled player wins.
Yeah.
Uh, I'm probably never going to get into a battle royale game because I wholly admit that 90% of the people who play shooters are better than me. That's why I don't play them competitively.
Man. Meanwhile, I'm trying to get into fine games and I'm just getting wrecked. And it's like, okay, but I still want to do the thing.
That attitude is what'll actually help you get better. Unlike me,
Yeah.
who's just like, I'm not good at this, so I'm just not gonna play it. I love fighting games, but as soon as I have to fight like a real person, I'm like, I don't want to play fighting games.
Yeah.
So I get, as silly as it is, I'm into Guilty Gear for the story.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, Guilty Gear plays
Yeah.
well until Strive comes out. Strive feels like garbage.
I'm like super curious like how they're gonna adjust that before the final release, right?
Yeah. Did you get into the closed beta?
No.
I did. It feels bad. I was never able to get into a fight because the lobbies were screwed the whole time. So I fought AI, and you don't do like combos are way harder to do because you're not intended to do combos.
Yeah.
So not doing combos feels bad.
Oh my gosh.
Even and I'm bad. I'm bad at doing combos.
Yeah.
But like in Exard and Rev 2, I can do a punch into kick into hard slash and do a basic combo, and it feels good to do the combo.
Yeah. Like it feels good to press buttons.
Yeah, do the punch into slash into heavy slash into like a launcher. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like even the simple combos feel good. You can't really do that in Strive because it just doesn't. There's enough time in between your hits for the enemy to stop it or whatever.
This is probably gonna be a super off-topic weirdo comparison, but it's kind of why, like, effing, like, Final Fantasy 14 feels way better when you get to higher levels.
Because you have more skills to use.
Yeah, because you're not just, like, waiting for stuff to happen, just reacting all the time. You're actually able to, like, keep it going and hit more buttons.
Yeah. 14 has a real issue where they're very back, like, all the jobs are very, like, back heavy, where all of your fun and interesting skills are, like, 70 and up.
Yeah.
And it's like Dancer doesn't get the improvisation skill until 80, which is, like, it's not super, like, it's not super integral to your build or your moves or whatever, but it's useful. It's a skill that you should probably get way earlier.
Yeah.
What it does is you just dance freely for I don't know, like 10 to 15 seconds, and while you're doing it, you build up your resource meter. So it's a skill that you use during boss transitions or whatever.
Yeah.
But you don't get that skill until you're at level cap. So it's like, why?
Yeah.
Why put that skill at level cap?
Like, I was recently, like, leveling Monk because I wanted to get, like, all the DPS classes except for Archer up. Because I just don't care about bows that much.
But the music...
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll level it at some point, but it's like, I feel like I have enough DPS for now because I have, like, all of them.
Yeah. Eventually, like, maybe once you've gotten a, like, do you have a job at 80 yet?
Not yet, but I have Gunbreaker at 76.
Okay. I'm super close to getting White Mage to 80. Anyways, yeah, once you get something to 80, I would recommend getting everything to at least 30 so you can get the job version.
Yeah.
And, like, and then you can just do whatever from there. That's what I did.
Yeah, like, super early on, Monk has, like, the basic, like, 1-2-3 combo. And it's like, alright, you have, like, your 1-2-3 skill, and you have, like, the, like, combo branch where you get, like, a damage boost, and that's it, basically.
Yeah, I was messing with Monk, and I was trying to figure out how to set it up on my hotbar, because the combos aren't really like other combos.
Yeah, like, it's not really a combo as much as you're shifting between forms, but it's basically a combo.
Yeah, the skills you can do depends on the form you have, and they branch all over the place, so setting it up on a controller is really weird.
Yeah. But yeah, I figured that I was like, mess around. It's like, okay, earlier I have like the whole, like, 1-2-3, I know what this is. And I was like, okay, when do I get, like, other attacks to throw in? And I just waited and waited. It turns out the answer is, like, level, like, 50 or so.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
It's like, oh, I finally have, like, a fourth move to, like, add to this chain. Finally.
Yeah, too many jobs take way too long to get interesting skills. Dragoon is really boring until you get, like, your jumps and your really fun stuff.
Yeah. And the jumps are so good.
Lancer, like, playing Lancer through the beginning, like, through ARR, like, I dropped the game for a little bit because it's like, Lancer's boring.
Yeah. ARR is also, like, really crap.
Yeah, but, like, I don't know, the problem is that most jobs early just don't have much to do.
Yeah, because you'll actually be, like, doing stuff and, like, doing all these crazy skills and things like that.
Yeah, eventually I got to the point where I leveled Dragoon to 80, and hey, I've got two single target combos, an AoE combo, jumps that transform into different skills, a stance that turns into another stance that turns into other moves, and it's like, hey, Dragoon has things, it just takes way too long to get them.
Like, it takes so long for Dragoon to get, like, an AoE,
Yeah.
It takes so long. So yeah, should we, like, talk about Digimon or something?
What I remember of it, yeah, let's go.
Alright. So, did you watch the sub?
Yes.
The sub version of this doesn't change much, it just explains crap better, it feels like.
Like Davis gets a call on a phone with a Matt keychain, and we were like, oh, Davis has a little thing of Matt on his phone. Why is that? And the answer is that it's not Davis's phone, it's his sister's.
Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. But yeah, so a plot of, like, the effing, like, return of Diaboromon is, like, just, man, this plot feels, like, so mashed together. Because...
it all happens over the course of 30 minutes, so yeah.
Yeah. It's, like... Essentially, it's like, oh yeah, one of the Diaboromon copies slipped away and it just made a bunch of, like, Kurumon and stuff, so we have to stop it, because he's sending Kurumon to the real world, and what's up with that? So it's like, there's this side plot where it's like, okay, yo, like, Davis, you deal with the baby Digimon for babies, and, like, Ty's gonna send Omnimon to take out Diaboromon.
Ty and Matt.
Yeah, Ty and Matt, yeah.
Yeah. Also, unsurprisingly, the sub doesn't have the Frontier music.
Yeah.
And that's something we haven't talked about. We watched the dub shortly after the last podcast, which I think we left into the recording.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, so we watched that. The Digimon Frontier music is all over this movie for some reason.
It's so weird.
Also, I don't know if is it a movie or is it just an OVA?
I want to say it's a movie. It's a 30-minute movie.
Yeah, okay. The anime. Oh yeah, something I noticed is the animation is done by Toei, so
yeah, like
no wonder it looks pretty nice.
It looks super good, but there are some wonky ass stills.
Yeah, like Wormmon being dead in that first scene.
Yeah, he looks so weird.
Wormmon's just an unmoving statue. So is Gatomon.
Yeah. Jeez, I really should have, like, actually got that.
Yeah, Gatomon is sitting in Kari's lap and she's just not moving.
I should have used that as the image, but screw it.
Unmoving, unblinking.
So yeah, like, effing Kurumon, these entrained jellyfish things are just popping out people's phones, and they're just like, oh yeah, we're looking for, like, Ty and the others, and they're, like, showing baby pics and stuff.
Yeah, and, like, meat is being labeled with Ty and Matt's names.
Yeah, which is so, like, how does that work again?
The label maker's probably electronic.
I don't know how that would, like, work out. I don't think that matches.
I don't know, it's just supposed to be a joke. That's not something I caught in the dub version, by the way. Like, yeah. I didn't understand what the deal was with the scene where she's looking at the meat. I didn't catch what was going on.
I think Ty Yagami $3.99.
Yeah.
Wait, no, Yagami's Matt's last name, isn't it? Nah, whatever, don't matter.
Ty, hold on, is Motohina Davis' last name? Hold on.
Is Ty related to Davis? No, he's not. But yeah, so, like, Kurumon just pop out, and there's like, okay, yo, like, all the O2 Digidestined have to, like, gather these things up and just send them back to the digital world. And, like, please do not attack them or they'll digivolve. You know, which is, like, actually really smart.
Yeah. Okay, it doesn't really matter, but Ty's last name is Kamiya.
Okay, yeah, makes sense. So it's like Kari Kamiya? Yeah, alright.
Matt's last name is Ishida.
Yeah. Huh, then, like, who's Yagami, then? I don't know. I might be, like, mixing it up with, like, Death Note or something, or maybe... no, screw it. Yeah, don't matter.
Taichi Yagami, what? Main character...
Okay, there it is.
It's the main character of manga Digimon Adventure V Tamer 1.
Wait, what? It's the manga?
Uh, yeah, that's what it says.
Alright, well, whatever, it's fine. Like, I'll figure out later on.
I guess his last name is Yagami in the manga.
Yeah. It's probably that in the sub, too.
Either that or Kamiya is his English name.
Yeah, I feel like that would make
Oh,
sense.
okay. I understand what it is because this is how this wiki does it. In English, because that's the one we're most familiar with, it says Taichi Tai Kamiya, and then under it says Yagami Taichi.
Okay, yeah, so I was right.
So Tai's last name is Yagami. Okay.
Alright, yeah. So,
Good.
like,
That's how this wiki does it, is it lists the English name first.
yeah. So Omnimon goes to fight Diaboromon with, like, Angemon.
Yeah, and for some reason, Angemon doesn't feel like he needs to evolve into Holy Angemon.
Yeah, Magna Angemon or whatever.
I think I'm going to start calling him Holy Angemon because Magna Angemon doesn't really, especially if you're spelling it, it looks weird.
Magnum Angemon.
Magnum, he just has a gun.
I was thinking, like, Magnum condoms. The
Yeah,
visor over his head just becomes one.
Yeah, I went to gun.
That's probably a way better pick.
Because Angemon with a gun is funny to me.
Oh man, we need Gun Angemon. Gun Angels are sick.
Yeah. So yeah, he's just like, I'll stay champion for him. This is fine.
Yeah.
It works.
Surprisingly, it does.
Also, they're freaking huge.
Yeah, that's like a recurring thing with this movie is that like all the like evolved forms are freaking gigantic.
Yeah, like normally you'd see in the series, Angemon and Angemon are like human-sized.
Yeah, well, yeah, they're like bigger than human, but they're like on that level. They're like 8 foot or something.
I don't know. I think they're probably about adult human-sized. Doesn't matter. The point is they're big enough in this that Kari and TK are riding on their shoulders.
Yeah, that's kind of nuts.
And it's like, why are they so huge? What's happening?
Yeah, like, they just grab Diaboromon, just, like, throw him at Omnimon, who just, like, stabs him in the head and just shoots him until he stops moving.
Yeah, and it's like, oh, Omnimon wins. There we go.
Yeah. And suddenly, like, all the gates to the internet just close out.
Yeah, well, so that's something I also didn't catch. And it's that all the gates opened because Yoli did it.
Yeah.
Because Davis and Ken wanted to get into the internet to help.
Yeah.
So this is all Yoli's fault. It's not true. It's Davis's fault.
I imagine like Diaboromon's plan was to seal them in there anyways.
Yeah. Yeah, they get trapped on the internet because all the gates close after the Kuromon pour out. And then Angelomon's like, don't worry, I'll handle it. And then she handles it off screen.
Yeah, they just sort of like get trapped and they just like basically show up in like the next scene after like, like the Kuromon just gather.
The Kuromon gather and turn into Armageddonmon.
Armageddon, yeah.
And then a portal opens and a beam of light shoots out and it's Omnimon.
Before I go further, I should mention there's like a weird scene where like Davis and Ken are trying to run to where the action is to help out. And they're just like, oh man, it's so far though. And Joe just shows up with a bike and he's like, okay, Davis and Ken, take this. And I just look at her like, but there's 2 of us. And some girl just runs by and Joe like chases her down and presumably just steals some random girl's bike.
Yeah. I want to believe that Joe tried to explain things and it's like, this is like a legit emergency, we need your bike. I don't want to believe that Joe stole her bike.
I think that like it's funnier if Joe steals her bike.
It's not Joe. I don't see Joe doing that.
It's so not Joe, but I think that kind of makes it even funnier.
Yeah. Well, I think the localization team agreed with me because if I remember correctly, he goes off screen and the scene lasts a little bit longer, and it's him trying to convince her to give him the bike.
Yeah.
So I think the localization agrees with me that like this is really out of character if he just steals the bike. Also, something that the localization team didn't do an amazing job. They left out, as far as I remember, they left out the reason why the Kurumon head for the harbor.
Yeah, because it's like in the Japanese signs that explain it.
Yeah, they write on this on the screens, and it's like Kurumon, if you want to face us, go to the harbor, and signed the chosen children, and then they all turn and start going that way.
Yeah, and Davis is like, oh, they're like driving them away from the city.
Yeah, we can't fight him in the middle of the city.
Yeah. So yeah, like turns out Diaboromon's plan was like first trap Omnimon in the internet, then like send all the Kurumon out as like small data packages, because like he's so powerful that it's too much data to go through normally. And
Oh,
third, like they refuse and like just join together to become Armageddon, which is stronger than effing Diaboromon.
he just yeah. Well, there was his original body, which probably broke up into Kurumon, and then he fused with even more.
Yeah.
um. Also, I want to point out something that I forgot to mention. If I can remember what it was. Oh crap. Uh, Something about fighting. Nope, I lost it. Gosh darn it.
Fighting the Omnimon.
Oh, okay. So Izzy says something like, "If the Kurumon evolve, they'll be bigger. They'll be too big to send back through the internet, right?"
Ah, I missed that.
Well, it's bullcrap
Yeah.
because in the anime, we see them send back like champion and ultimate levels and tons of them all at once.
Yeah, they sent back up and Triceramon.
Yeah, they sent them through the digital gate. So where did this rule come from?
Yeah, like the plan was to effing send like effing Daemon through the internet.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, that won't do anything because I just come back. But
Yeah,
yeah.
whatever. Movie plot,
Yeah.
whatever.
I like how this just subtly implies that, like, Daemon's stronger than, like, Armageddon, because he can just open portals no problem.
The ability to open a portal and power levels, jeez. The ability to open a portal and power levels aren't really related to each other. That just means he can go where he wants.
Yeah. I don't know. Just seems like, oh yeah, he has, like, no issue at all going through the thing, and it's like, okay, well, he's pretty up there, so...
Yeah, well, the fact that they had to send him away instead of killing him does imply that he's really strong.
Yeah. Just sent him to the Dark Ocean where he'll never escape again.
Yeah.
You know, that place that no one's ever managed to get out of before, ever.
Yeah, speculating on power levels isn't going to get us anywhere.
So yeah, Armageddon just destroys Omnimon.
Yeah, he puts up a good fight.
Yeah, Omnimon makes like a cool appearance, and like Armageddon just shoots him, and like Omnimon's effing arms get blown off.
And like his eyes fade away.
Yeah, like also Omnimon's like the size of a friggin' skyscraper.
Yeah,
like he's effing building sized.
Yeah, like Death said, the Digimon in this movie are gigantic. We get eventually we get the scene where Paladimon shows up.
Yeah, well, first Imperial Drawn shows up.
Yeah, it's Imperial Dramon first, but I mean,
yeah.
Oh wait, what am I? Yeah, Imperial Dramon and then Imperial Dramon Paladin mode. That's what I'm.
Yeah, yeah. Imperial Drawn shows up and like Omnimon's arms just like refuse with his body and he becomes a sword.
Yeah.
No,
So,
like
okay,
first he becomes a holy ring and then a sword.
I think the body of Omnimon turned into the sword.
Yeah.
Because the arms are Agumon and Gabumon, who like fall back to the ground as rookies.
Yeah, Omnimon becomes a holy ring and then he becomes a sword and then like Imperial Dramon grabs it and becomes paladin mode. And
Yeah,
he just kills Armageddon in like one shot basically.
yeah. He flies in and stabs Armageddon in the head, and he just wins.
Yeah, I should mention like the image we have like as the thing is like Armageddon, by the way.
Yeah,
Cause yeah, he's like a weird, crazy looking mother effer.
yeah. By the way, when I say like, I kind of want to describe the fight a little bit between Omnimon and Armageddon because it's pretty cool. Like
Yeah.
Omnimon like embeds his sword into Armageddon's like forehead, and then he takes his cannon and fires a whole bunch of shots into his mouth.
Yeah, and he's just so unfazed by that he shoots a beam out of his mouth instead, and it like hits Omnimon and just knocks him away.
Yeah, there's some cool scenes in the fight.
Yeah, the animation's like great. Like it's definitely like movie quality animation going on. But yeah, like this defeat Armageddon and it just splits off into the Kuramon. And like effing Imperial Drawn Paladin's mode sword just glows with light and it just sucks all the Kuramon up and like sends them back to the digital world.
Well, there's like a thing where I don't understand it, but
Yeah,
like,
they have to like shoot their phones at the sword to give it power.
yeah. I think the idea is like they link up to the sword, and then he does the thing with the sword, and it sucks the Kuramon in, and then it fires them into the like portals.
I think it's meant to be like the email thing in like our war game, but it's just like way worse and it doesn't make as much sense.
But I don't know. I think it's what I said.
Yeah.
I think it's just like he did like a big like anti Digimon wave, and it like sucked up the data of the Kuramon, and then it like projected them into the phones, and which are being used as like digital gates.
Yeah, just some weird crap. Whatever. He like gets rid of the Kuramon, and that's the end of the movie.
Yeah. Speaking of unexplained, confusing things, there's a shot of like a flashback to baby Kari and Tai, blowing Kari's whistle, and a shot of like young Matt playing his harmonica.
Yeah, I still don't know what the crap is up with that because that just comes out of nowhere and like I don't understand.
Yeah, me neither. It's never explained.
It's like, is this to like tell why are they getting messages from the past? Alright.
Yeah, and the characters hear the whistle and the harmonica. It's really, really weird and confusing, and like I said, never explained.
So, like, speaking from the sub version, is this, like, technically the worst Digimon movie so far? Like, purely based on the sub version, like, we're not even touching, like, the dubbed Digimon the movie here.
See, I don't know, because I only watched the original dubbed movie. Like, the it mashes up our war game, something touchdown, and
yeah, Hurricane Touch. Yeah,
right.
I forgot.
Yeah, I only watched the dub version. I don't have any context for it.
Yeah,
but I don't think it's bad.
It's not terrible. It's just like very nothing. It exists purely just for these action scenes.
Yeah, props to the localization team for not actually changing all that much.
Yeah. Like, I think this might be the worst Digimon movie so far that we've covered, though. Like, not counting the dub version. That's like, dub, like, just mashing 3 plots together and ruining the last one is, like, always gonna be the worst. But as far as, like, like, oh, like, how it's intended to, like, be, Like, because I'm thinking it's like, okay, like, our war game is, like, probably the best, like, movie so far. Like, our war game is fantastic.
Yeah, I believe that.
Yeah. And, like, we have the original shorts probably, like, above this, where it's, like, it's not really, like, about anything, it just looks really good, and it's, like, way more coherent. It feels like there's more of a point to it all.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'd put, like, Hurricane Touchdown, like, below our war game, but, like, above everything else. Because, like, yeah, that's a surprisingly just solid story, I feel like. Uh, yeah, that's all four of them, yeah. So it's, like, this, the, like, special Hurricane Touchdown our war game.
And then we've got the try stuff next, and
Yeah.
Last Evolution.
I feel like, I can't really count the Try stuff as, like, proper Digimon movies. But we're probably gonna, like, do them like that anyways in their movie form.
Yeah, well, because each quote-unquote movie is broken up into 3 episodes, and that's our format anyways, so.
Yeah. I'm just gonna be, like, watching them as, like, the film version, so I'll, like, flow a bit better.
Okay. Are there 2 different versions?
There's, like, the film version, which is, like, like, the show is just the film version, but cut up. But imagine if I watch it, like, as a film, then, like, it's gonna be paced way better. Because, like, that's the intent, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, alright. So that should be interesting. I guess we'll do that next week.
Yep.
Man. Like, I don't think Last Evolution's, like, the final or whatever it's called. Like, yeah, Last Evolution. I don't think that's gonna come out before we get through this, is it?
Last Evolution's out, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, is it out already?
Pretty sure. Yeah, Digimon Adventure, Last Evolution Kizuna. Oh,
wait,
not yet. Hold on.
Oh. Okay, so I don't.
Okay, I thought it was out.
Yeah, I don't think it was out yet, or I'd probably be hearing stuff about it, probably. Like, presumably. Because, like, holy crap, everything out Tai was, like, pretty big. Sorry, Try, not Tai. Everything about Tai was pretty big, you know?
Distributed by release date. Okay, we'll just have to find it uploaded somewhere, because it has come out, just not in America.
Oh, the Last Evolution?
Yeah, it says February 21st, 2020 in Japan.
Oh, alright, huh.
And from what I'm seeing, there's an entire, like, plot synopsis, so yeah, I think it's out.
Oh my god. Alright, so should we, like, do Try and then, like, finish up with Last Evolution?
Yeah, and then we could start Tamers.
We can finally watch the good one. Last Evolution might be good.
Try might be good.
Yeah. Oh, like, there's a chance that, like, the things I'm hearing about Try are, like, blown out of proportion. But I've heard some shit.
Yeah, you told me.
Oh my god. Like, I can't wait until we get to the point, like, I think it's like 3 or 4 movies in or some crap. Where it's like, people are like, oh yeah, like, this big crazy thing happens. And it's like, oh, that's why people hate it. I think that moment is going to be fantastic.
We'll see how I react to it. Because I'm pretty forgiving of stupid occurrences in Digimon.
Yeah, I feel like this is the type of stupid that just goes the extra mile.
Oh boy.
So yeah, I guess I'll see you guys around later.
Yep, later.
Later.